Hey YouTube, welcome to the channel. If it's your first time visiting my channel, just to give you some quick history on me, I'm a retired NYPD motorcycle highway lieutenant. Did a wonderful 22 years. 15 of those years were in the motorcycle unit. And what we're going to be doing here today is just some exercises on slow motorcycle riding. This is going to be the fundamentals, all right? Before I even get into that, I want to say I know that you guys can be doing anything with your time. And the fact that you chose to spend some of it with me, I appreciate that. If you like this video, all right, give me a like, hit the subscribe button. It's on the lower right side of your screen. Okay, so what we're going to be doing today, if you can see behind me, I have 4 traffic cones, 2 here and 2 down there. In this exercise, the distance of the cones is irrelevant. What we're going to be doing is practicing, I call it parade route riding, but really this is going to simulate you are approaching a red light. So if you're approaching a red light, that's the perfect opportunity to practice some low speed maneuvers, all right? Some techniques, throttle, clutch, rear brake, right? So if the light's green and then you see it turns red, and you're going to see it turns red at those first set of cones, that's when you're going to slow down. You're going to slow down as slow as you can go, not too slow. We don't want you going too crazy like this initially. Like I said before though, if you're going like this, that's fine, it's not a big deal. But we're going to slow down, and between those cones and these cones, you're going to do some nice slow riding. Keep your feet on the boards. No reason to put your feet down, okay? These cones are going to represent where a car is, so this is where you're going to stop, all right? I'm going to demonstrate it right now. Okay, so when you're doing that, remember, preload the throttle. Preload the throttle. What do I mean by that? Anytime you're getting ready to do any slow riding maneuver or technique, preload the throttle. Now, like I said, there are some people that like to rev the throttle. If that's what you're used to, that's fine. I find it easier to preload the throttle, so I hear it, I know the rear wheel has power, and now all I have to do, if I need power, is just open my clutch hand. So you're already in the friction zone. You opened it enough so that you get some power, and that's going to pick you up. So every time you feel like you need some power to catch you, let your hand out some more. When you catch yourself, pull the hand back in. You're still in the friction zone, so there's still a little bit of power going to the rear wheel. You still have it preloaded. You're still giving it gas, and you're using that rear brake to also help you regulate the speed. Okay? Again, get to the speed. Once you're at the speed you like and you feel stable in the friction zone, foot on the rear brake, you're good. If you feel like I feel like I'm going to lose it a little bit, just let that clutch hand out. This is already preloaded, so it's always going. Power is always at that rear wheel. This is going to regulate if it gets the power or not. Okay? All right. One more time. That's all it is to it. Now you see me moving like this and moving like that because I'm trying to go extra slow. But what I want you to do is when you practice this, practice it at a speed, especially if you're in traffic on the road. A lane is only but so wide. Practice it at a speed where you don't have to do too much of this until you get more comfortable with the throttle and the clutch and the rear brake. Until you get used to those 3 maneuvers, do it practicing on the street at a speed that you can stay kind of straight. If you're in a parking lot like this and you want to try to start practicing going a little bit slower, that's fine. But you don't want to do that on the street until you're comfortable doing it. Okay? All right, so that's it in a nutshell. That's your homework assignment. That's lesson number 1. Practice that. Every time you come to a traffic light, you see it's red, start slowing down and start practicing getting, that's gonna help you get used to your clutch too. And when I say your clutch, the friction zone, the sweet spot, that's gonna help you master it. You're gonna start realizing it's muscle memory. You're gonna start remembering or thinking about it without even thinking about it. You're gonna be able to realize how far your hand is open, how far your hand has to open to get to that spot where you're gonna get the motorcycle to give you just a little bit, all right? So practice that, guys. Practice, practice, practice. Again, I wanna thank you guys for tuning in, all right? You're appreciated. As a reminder, hit the like button if you like this video, subscribe and share. My brothers and sisters in blue, please be careful out there, don't get complacent. Complacency kills. And how ironic is it that that scenario is actually relevant with this thing too. Don't be complacent on it because complacency can get you killed. All right? Stay safe, keep the shiny side up, keep the sticky side down. Spend more time being thankful for the things that you have and less time complaining about the things that you don't. All right, guys, wear those masks and show this thing who's boss.